But you've become a fashion icon as well. Who isn't afraid to be, I think, daring and we have some pictures of you.
I love
that. Was absolutely
Oscar
gorgeous.
The
hair is cute.
You're not afraid to be sexy. Have you always been into fashion? Do you love dressing up, or do you really like sweatpants?
Oh, sweatpants are amazing.
Right.
I come home and I'm in sweatpants all day. I love it. But I really look up to women like Eva Longoria, Selma Hayek, Jennifer Lopez, Sofia Vergara. They really embrace their culture when they dress. And so I think it's just in me. And, you know.
Yeah. Lauren Sanchez made her first public appearance since marrying Jeff Bezos. And the world is watching every move as she stepped out in a bold red latex dress that turned heads and dominated headlines. Her striking choice of attire came during a high-profile dinner outing in Miami where she joined close friends and associates for a post-wedding celebration at the celebrity hotspot Aviv restaurant. The dress was tight, glossy, and designed to show off her toned figure and signature curves. Hugging every inch of her body, it was a bold fashion statement. And it sent the internet into overdrive. The outfit was paired with sleek stiletto heels and a small designer clutch. Her makeup was flawless with a glossy lip and heavy lashes that added to the Hollywood glamour effect, and her hair styled in voluminous waves completed the look perfectly. The event itself was already attracting buzz, but Lauren Sanchez's appearance elevated it into a full-scale media frenzy. Photographers lined the sidewalks outside the venue, eager to capture the newlywed in her first official outing since her extravagant wedding to the Amazon billionaire earlier this month. Lauren kept close to her entourage, smiling at the cameras but not saying much. A noticeable change from her usually chatty and confident demeanor. Her team remained tight-lipped as questions flew about the honeymoon details and upcoming plans with Bezos, but her silence did not stop fans and analysts from dissecting her look, body language, and possible messages in what she chose to wear. As images of her latex-clad frame spread across social media, users debated whether the outfit was a sign of empowerment post-marriage or simply another example of her always pushing the boundaries of style and public expectation. While some fans praised her for looking confident and unapologetically bold, others questioned whether the look was too provocative for a post-wedding public appearance. Either way, she had people talking, and that may have been the whole point. Since tying the knot with Bezos, Lauren Sanchez has been more than just a media fixture. She has become a symbol of modern luxury branding and feminine dominance in the billionaire class. Her fashion choices have been dissected by style editors and culture critics alike. And this latest look in Miami only cemented her status as one of the most talked about women in American high society. The red dress in particular symbolized more than just a wardrobe choice. To many, it was interpreted as a declaration of control and sensuality, a visual reminder that she is now more powerful, more watched, and more influential than ever before. Meanwhile, the restaurant Aviv, known for its exclusive clientele and lush interiors, became the unexpected backdrop for a spectacle that played out more like a scene from a Netflix drama than a private dinner. The crowd outside grew thick, with fans, onlookers, and media all angling for a glimpse of the woman who just married one of the richest men in the world. Her appearance seemed carefully orchestrated, not just for publicity, but as a strategic post-wedding statement, a way of showing the world that marriage has not diminished her individuality or public firepower, but has in fact magnified it. Inside sources at the event say Lauren was the center of attention throughout the night, commanding conversations and maintaining a regal aura even as she laughed and chatted with her guests. One source noted she seemed totally in control of the room without trying too hard, a quality that has always made her stand out among celebrity circles. The evening wore on. The atmosphere at Aviv remained electric. The buzz around Lauren Sanchez continued to grow both inside the restaurant and across social media platforms, where photos of her dress were being shared at lightning speed. Within hours, fashion blogs, celebrity gossip pages, and fan accounts had all posted their takes on the stunning outfit, with captions ranging from sultry newlywed to latex queen. Many observers compared her look to iconic red carpet moments worn by other famous women in history, drawing parallels to vintage Madonna glamour or Kim Kardashian's bold fashion era. Some users praised her for not toning herself down after marriage, claiming that she was rewriting the rules of what it means to be a billionaire wife in the 21st century and using her body and wardrobe to assert power rather than retreat into a supporting role. This narrative quickly gained traction, especially among younger fans, who see Lauren not just as Bezos' partner but as a brand of her own. Design critics, however, pointed to the overwhelming attention on her outfit as evidence that the media often fixates on female appearances rather than substance. But supporters pushed back, saying that fashion is substance, and that Lauren was reclaiming her image in the most public way possible. Her choice of red was also no accident. Color experts noted that red has long been associated with passion, authority, and high visibility, and in this case it may have symbolized a bold post-wedding rebirth, a reintroduction to the public that said, "Here I am still Lauren, and nothing has changed except now I have more influence than ever before." Inside Aviv diners reportedly watched in awe as Lauren held court at a private table near the back of the venue, surrounded by well-dressed guests and discreet security staff. According to one witness, she barely touched her food, instead sipping champagne and laughing with ease, the kind of effortless control that only a few people in the world seem to possess. One high-level guest later revealed that conversations at the table focused on upcoming philanthropy initiatives, a possible documentary series, and new real estate ventures in Miami and Los Angeles. Lauren was reportedly involved in each topic, taking notes, asking questions, and offering sharp opinions. This painted a stark contrast to the usual tabloid portrayal of trophy wives and socialites. Lauren was not just attending a dinner, she was leading it, and every element of her presence, from her dress to her dialogue, seemed intentional, choreographed, yet authentic. As the night progressed, more celebrities arrived at Aviv, adding fuel to the media storm outside and further solidifying the evening as an unofficial post-wedding launch party for the Bezos-Sanchez era. Among the spotted names were entertainment executives, a few major fashion influencers, and at least one top-level investor known for ties to Bezos himself. Some of them reportedly congratulated Lauren, privately expressing admiration for how she had navigated the glare of public life with both glamour and grit. One attendee described her as unstoppable. Another said she was redefining what high-profile marriage looks like in modern America. And still another simply called her the main character of the night. When Lauren finally exited the restaurant just after midnight, the cameras erupted again. But she remained composed, her posture straight, her stride deliberate, her expression poised. She paused briefly at the door, looked directly into the lens of one of the photographers, and smiled. It was a subtle but clear message of confidence, assurance, and absolute control, a look that seemed to say she knew exactly what she was doing and why. After her dazzling exit from the restaurant, Lauren Sanchez became the top trending topic across multiple platforms, with headlines capturing her as newlywed in red and the billionaire bride stuns. Again, entertainment reporters, fashion experts, and cultural commentators all weighed in, with some calling it the most iconic post-wedding appearance in years. What stood out most to many was not just the boldness of her dress, but the timing of it, the fact that Lauren chose this moment, her very first night out as Mrs. Bezos, to wear something so striking, so undeniably headline-grabbing, spoke volumes, and people noticed. Fans remarked that this was her way of stepping into a new chapter, not as a background figure in Bezos' world, but as an equal force with her own brand and energy to bring to the table. Social media was flooded with posts dissecting everything from the cut and color of the latex dress to the type of confidence it takes to wear something so bold in such a high-stakes moment. And this wasn't just about fashion, it became a cultural flashpoint, a symbol of how women in the spotlight are rewriting the rules, especially women married to powerful men. Rather than disappearing or softening their image, they are leaning into power, embracing attention, and commanding the narrative. Lauren Sanchez did exactly that in one night and with one outfit. Fashion analysts also noted the influence of modern Hollywood on her look, citing latex as a material that has grown in popularity among major celebrities in recent years. The material is known for its difficult fit and intense preparation, often requiring stylists and assistants to help someone get dressed, meaning Lauren didn't just throw something on. She likely planned this entire look down to the last detail, from fittings to lighting to camera angles. Every moment felt curated yet organic, and that kind of presentation is what makes her so magnetic. Her ability to make the extravagant feel natural, to make high stakes feel casual, and to always look completely in control. Lauren's team did not respond to media inquiries following the appearance, but a source close to the couple shared that this outing was intended to mark a shift in public image and a new phase in their life together. According to the source, the dinner was meant as a soft reintroduction, not just for Lauren but for the Bezos-Sanchez power duo, and the results spoke for themselves. Public interest in Lauren soared in the days that followed, with searches about her background, career, and past skyrocketing. Across search engines, lifestyle magazines ran feature spreads on her evolution, from news anchor to pilot to billionaire partner, while others focused on her business savvy and role in Bezos' future ventures. What became clear is that Lauren Sanchez is no longer simply along for the ride. She is navigating her own path and making that path known to everyone watching. Observers also highlighted how this moment fits into a larger trend of women in high society using fashion not just as self-expression but as strategic communication in Lauren's case. The red latex dress was not just an outfit, it was a signal, a marker of change and intention. And with the eyes of the world watching her every step, it was a calculated move that achieved its purpose flawlessly. She redefined what it means to step into a new chapter with fire, elegance, and complete ownership of her image. In the wake of Lauren Sanchez's viral dinner appearance, industry insiders began to speculate on what this new public image might mean for her long-term branding, future ventures, and public profile. Some suggested that the bold fashion moment was a precursor to a series of calculated media moves, possibly including brand partnerships, documentaries, or even a personal lifestyle brand modeled after the likes of Gwyneth Paltrow or Kim Kardashian. Others pointed out that the attention around her has made her one of the most photographed and talked about women of the season, and that kind of media capital is impossible to ignore, especially in the influencer-driven landscape of modern celebrity. Lauren Sanchez has always had a flair for visibility, but this moment felt different. It felt like a line had been crossed, not inappropriately but strategically, from someone who was often described as Jeff Bezos' glamorous partner to someone now described as a mogul in her own right. Her transformation from behind-the-scenes figure to headline maker felt deliberate and powerful. One marketing executive noted that her appearance had all the ingredients of a successful brand pivot: bold color, risky material, confident styling, and above all, perfect timing. Coming off one of the most lavish weddings in recent memory and stepping into the public spotlight with total ease, Lauren's look became the focal point for conversations about modern femininity, relationship dynamics, and the evolving power structures of Hollywood and tech. Elite observers from the fashion world emphasized that latex, while controversial, is often used to convey confidence, control, and sensuality, all traits that Lauren seemed to channel effortlessly with her outfit and demeanor. But beyond the surface appeal, there was a deeper narrative, unfolding a narrative of a
been told it's happening in this island right here, San Giorgio Island. It's a place that they're able to secure. We've seen police boats surrounding the island the last few days. We also know the G7 summit was there not too many years ago, so
has taken on an increasingly active role in the couple's joint ventures, particularly in areas of philanthropy, media production, and environmental advocacy. And this highly visible appearance might be her way of signaling readiness to lead, not follow. People close to her describe her as incredibly hands-on, with an eye for detail and a clear vision for how she wants to shape her legacy. In the weeks leading up to the wedding, she was said to be deeply involved in planning not just the ceremony itself, but the media rollout, the guest list, and the fashion statements intended to punctuate key moments. And according to those same sources, the red latex dress was chosen weeks in advance, after multiple fittings and discussions with stylists, photographers, and image consultants. It was not just an outfit, it was an exclamation mark to a period of transformation. Insiders say that behind closed doors, Lauren is focused, determined, and aware of how every photo and public appearance contributes to the larger story she is telling about who she is and what she wants to be known for. And in that sense, the Miami dinner may be remembered not just for its viral fashion moment, but as a milestone in the shaping of a brand, a presence, and perhaps even a legacy. And it all began with one night, one dress, and a walk through a crowd that will be replayed, studied, and celebrated for months to come. And of course, because the universe can't resist handing out plot twists like party favors, Lauren Sanchez walks into her post-wedding celebration dressed like she's starring in a Marvel origin story called Latex Woman: Rise of the Billionaires, and suddenly every phone camera in Miami gets pointed at her like she's the last boss fight in a video game about power, money, and zero modesty, because naturally nothing says subtle newlywed energy like fire engine red body hugging reflective latex that looks like it was custom ordered from the future. And don't get us wrong, this isn't a sin against fashion, it's just that when your husband is worth more than most countries and you just wrapped a wedding that could bankroll a space station, the public kind of expects you to emerge with grace, dignity, and maybe a tasteful gown from Paris. But nope, what we get is a look that says I do, and also I dominate, which, to be fair, is extremely on brand for a woman who went from helicopter pilot to media personality to international headline in one very strategic marriage. And if you're wondering whether this was all planned down to the flashbulbs, the table placement, the exit timing, and the perfectly glossed lip, the answer is yes, it was, because nothing in the world of Bezos and Sanchez is ever casual, not the guest list, not the dress, not even the lighting angle as she exits the restaurant, and certainly not the body language that screamed, I married the richest man alive and I came to remind you why. And let's just admit that the real sin here is how predictable the cycle is. Woman marries billionaire, world watches what she wears, internet explodes over her fashion choice, And we all pretend like we've never seen a latex dress before, even though this exact scenario plays out every other Tuesday in Hollywood's elite zip codes. But what makes Lauren's version different is that it's wrapped in a narrative of strategy, of ambition, of power play done through style and silence, which, let's face it, is basically the new currency of celebrity credibility. And the wildest part is that it worked. She trended, she dominated, she rebranded herself without saying a single word. And in today's fame economy, that's basically a mic drop. So no sin for the dress, no sin for the confidence, but maybe, just maybe, one small ding for making us all feel like our post-dinner outfits could use a little more latex flair, or at least $1 billion storyline to go with them. This video provides commentary and analysis on public legal filings and statements from representatives. All parties are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. This content is intended for educational and informational purposes under fair use.